You are Shell. You wake up in a science lab called the Aperture Science Enrichment Center, the birthplace and testing grounds of portals. As you experiment with these portals, a disembodied voice named GLaDOS guides you through the 19 test chambers, sometimes providing helpful hints.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
And other times trying to discourage and demoralize you.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible.
But it's not until about halfway through the game when you realize that maybe GLaDOS has ulterior, perhaps sinister motives. And this is the essence of Portal. You're never quite sure whether to trust the information she gives you, especially when it comes to the promises of cake. It's also quite clear that other people have been through these test chambers. If you look closely behind the sanitary white walls, you'll find the rusted, deteriorating underbelly of the Enrichment Center. And it's in these small alcoves that you'll see the clues written by another test subject, also where you'll see the famous phrase, "The cake is a lie." The companion cube is introduced for only one short level towards the end of the game. It's exactly the same as all the other weighted cubes you encounter, except for three main differences. 1. It has hearts on each of its 6 sides, rendering it adorable. 2. You use it for every switch in the level, making you heavily reliant on the inanimate object. 3. You are forced to incinerate it at the end of the level, rendering you sad. After finishing the final test chamber, GLaDOS literally tries to kill you. Making a daring escape, you crawl through the seedy underbelly hinted at in earlier levels until finally reaching GLaDOS' chamber for the final fight against a sentient machine. This fight reveals a few things. 1. GLaDOS killed all the other scientists in Aperture, which is why it's empty. 2. GLaDOS had 4 different personality cores: morality, curiosity, a recipe for cake, and anger. 3. She freaking hates you. After besting the terrible computer, you awake on the surface in the Aperture parking lot, only to be dragged somewhere unknown. Then you're treated to the extremely catchy song during the credits where GLaDOS reveals that she's still alive, and you find out that there was, indeed, cake.